So Chromebooks have changed a lot since they initially came out. I remember when I had the first Chromebook that came out, and it was definitely a rough experience in the very beginning. But since using the Acer Chromebook 15 here, I've definitely had a much better experience and definitely changed my mind about Chrome OS and Chromebooks in general. I think there's definitely a market for these, and certain people specifically, if you're definitely very web-centric, I think this is a device that probably is right up your alley. So let's talk about the Acer Chromebook 15. So the Chromebook 15, as the 15 would imply, it has a 15.6-inch full HD wide-angle display. The display looks great on here, colors look good. If you're looking at web content, photos, videos, everything looks really good in here. Colors look good as well too. I don't have any complaints about the display at all. Now right above that display, there's gonna be a nice HD webcam which you can use for video chat, which looks pretty good. We use it with some Hangout on Air action and it looked really, really good. The audio quality from the built-in mics also worked as well too. People were able to hear me very, very clear. So definitely if you're looking to do some web chatting, you got a good webcam here with this. But let's take a look sort of overall at the laptop here. It's sort of a nice sort of plastic build here, but it's a solid plastic build. It's gonna last the test of time. It's got sort of this fabric style finish here on top of it, sort of kind of that feel on here, but just okay for the most part. Not the greatest thing I think there, but it does come with some power packed in here with it. Let's talk about the meats and the guts inside of here. So it does come with Intel processors inside of it. It has an Intel 5th generation processor here. It has a Celeron based one, which in the PC world, when you hear the term Celeron, you're like, oh, not that great performance. But with Chrome OS being such a lightweight operating system, it actually works very, very well with the Celeron processor. Paired with that, also with 4 GB of RAM and 802.11 Wi-Fi AC as well too, it creates a fast, smooth, and stable experience. I really didn't see any slowdown at all. Internet speeds were very, very good. I was able to connect to a lot of different locations, worked very well. I was able to really run on all of my apps, all my browsers, and everything within there. And only till I got about to a ton of browsers, like 50 tabs or something like that, before I really saw some lag and some slowdown. Everything was pretty much for the most part, a very smooth experience. And overall, I really do think that this whole pairing together, the Celeron processor and the Chrome OS, could be really, really good for a lot of people. And I definitely experienced that on here with the Chromebook 15. I also think that processor helps with the battery life as well too. So it's a 4-cell battery that's built in. Disappointingly, you can't swap it out. But it does come with pretty solid battery life. It's rated about 9 hours or so, but what I found in my usage, just real world usage, is I was able to get about close to 2 days without having to charge the device. I was able to sort of work on it for about 5-6 hours on and off during the day, close it up. Idle time is really solid on it, open it back up, and it's one of the fastest on times and boot times that you're gonna see. It's rated at about 7 seconds. It's faster than that. The second I open the laptop, boom, it's right there. My browsers, my tabs, my apps are ready to go right away. Really do like that experience there with it. And it's definitely good battery life. Like I said, about 2 days or so I could get on it before needing the charge here. So I think for those out there that are really looking for solid battery life with your laptop, if you're on the go a whole lot, definitely the Chromebook 15 I think fits right down that alley. Now, one of the standout features I really do think the Chromebook 15 has here from Acer is its speakers. The speakers are sort of this up-facing, up-facing sort of speakers here. And it's actually really good. The quality audio is really solid with it. It really brings you into the content if you're watching video. It really immerses you into it. Release back in April. So back in the first week or so, they were selling about 200,000 watches a day apparently, and for the first week or so, and then after that. Now for ports, you're not going to be lacking on here. So for ports on here, you're going to have 2 USB ports. You're going to have a HDMI port. That's a full HDMI port, so you can be able to plug this into a TV, push out 1080p to the TV as well too. And it's also got a headphone jack and a SD card slot to add additional storage, because built-in only has about 16 gigabytes of storage, which isn't a whole lot of storage there. but you're at least able to add some physical storage to it to expand that. But you also get about 100 gigabytes of Google Drive for about 2 years. So that's pretty good that you're gonna get a nice amount of cloud storage, and you can add some physical storage to it for offline storage as well too. Now, speaking of Google Drive and sort of Google-centric services, that's sort of what the Chromebook is all about. If you're a Google person, use Gmail, use Google Docs, and Google Drive now is what it's called, and you're into all those services, this is really the laptop you're gonna be kind of looking to get into. You can, anything that you really were using on a PC, they do have an equivalent to it for the most part that works within the Chrome OS operating system, or an online version of it or something like that is available there. And, you can access it pretty easily. You're just going through the menus, it's pretty simple, it's right there for you. And I really do like that feature there, it really being able to have the apps that you need there with you right then and there, and it kind of just syncs without you really even thinking about it. But since it's a web-based sort of operating system, and all you need to really be is online with a browser, if there's other alternatives that you may want to use, you do have that available to you, and some of them do have Chrome OS-based applications that you can use. You can install inside Chrome OS to use that as well too. So you're not limited to just Google. You have pretty much anything that's online that's available to you, you're going to be able to use inside the browser here. So that's really cool. The only, I think, disadvantage would be is if you need something that needs to be installed, so to speak, something like an Adobe Photoshop or some type of high-end software. That might be not where you can really do this here with the Chromebook, but there's a lot of equivalents there to get the job done here. So definitely a thumbs up for Acer here in the Chromebook 15. I think it's a really good device. It's really changed my sort of perspective on Chromebooks. Really didn't like them before, but now I really think for somebody that's very web driven, for children that maybe their classes are all online, and maybe the things that they do online, all they're doing is Facebook, or their games are on like web-based games and stuff like that. This is definitely something that I think would be really good for them. Also for the elderly senior citizens out there that may not be the most computer savvy, but they just want to get online, to check Facebook, play a few games, pay a few bills online and such. I think that's definitely something here for that. This could be a good living room PC if you just want a PC in there that just sort of is there as a browser for a few different things to access and add on to. You don't want to have to worry about a whole bunch of junk and gunk getting onto it, and all sorts of different viruses or anything that would be really silly that might get on there. This Chromebook OS is definitely something you might want to look at here. So Acer Chromebook 15, good job by Acer here. I have to give them a thumbs up like I said before. So this is BWOne here from BWOne, and always remember to live your tech world in high definition. Thanks for watching.